Hey everybody, it's that time again. A time to tell you about the backstory of one of Mr. G's siblings. Well, I'm not really going to be the one who tells the story this time around. Mostly because there's a lot of details here that I just wouldn't know about, since Zark was technically adopted. So, what better way to get the story than straight from the horse's mouth himself? Take it away, son.
Thank you, father. Yes, it is I, Zark, better known as Adjective Man. Why did I name myself that? Because all the good adjectives were taken. Anyway, my story begins on the far-off planet of Chipdos 2, a planet inhabited by the Fortistheriums, often considered the strongest beings in the universe. And to say we misused our powers would be a bit of an understatement. But I'm getting off topic. I was at our great assigning ceremony, where every Fortistherium of age gets assigned to a planet to, you know. Alright, everybody, you guys are our next generation of fierce warriors. Are you ready? Yeah! I'm glad to hear it. Alright, everyone meet up with Sergeant Todd, and he will assign you your tasks. Except for one of you. Zark, why don't you stay here, son?
Okay, Dad, why?
Because, son, I have a special task for you. We recently got word that a planet known as Earth has found a way to weaponize atoms, and as such, they could potentially be a threat to the Chiptonian Empire.
So I need to conquer them, take their secrets, and make sure they bow to Chiptos too.
That's my son. Don't disappoint now.
I won't disappoint, Father.
And so I set off on my long, long journey to the planet Earth. When I arrived, I didn't know where to land exactly, but I did notice a strange energy pulse, and I figured that must be a weapons plant or something. So I crashed there.
Alright, this is where I come in.
It had been a few months since Sweetie left, and I was not very well adjusted to this yet, when suddenly one night, I heard a crash outside my house. I went to investigate, and out of the pod came a little boy. He couldn't be any older than 3. Okay, you might find it weird that I was sent off to another planet when I was only 3 years old, but we Fortistheriums, we mature, very quickly. In only 3 years, we're equivalent of, 7 years old or something. I just want to clarify. Not defending what they're doing, but that's just how we age, okay? Okay. Anyway, back to what you're saying. Okay. So, there he was, this little boy, out of a rocket ship, and he said to me, "Greetings, one from primitive planet known as Earth. I am here to conquer you, and make sure you bow to Chipdos too." I found this quite laughable. So I said to him, "Kid, you're 3? Where are your parents? What is this? You dare question the ways of the Chiptonian Empire? Why, I ought to destroy you, old man. I have powers your mortal mind cannot even begin to comprehend. I am super strong. I can shoot beams of simulated radiation right from my eyeballs. And I have senses that are far better than anything you got on this planet." "You have super senses, huh?" "Yes. What are you, deaf?" "Oh no. You have that includes super hearing, right?" "Yes. Why?" "Oh, no reason. Anyway, as I was saying, I will rip apart this planet bit by bit and what is this? It hurts, doesn't it? This is a super secret weapon that we Earthlings have access to. It creates an incredibly irritating noise that, if exposed to enough of, can crack skulls." Turn it off! I don't know if I should. I mean, I'm just a stupid Earthling and you're the superior race. No, please, stop! Do you surrender? Yes! Alright, then I will. What a diabolical contraption. If every human on Earth has access to something like that, there's no way we could conquer this planet. Look, kid, Why do you want to conquer this planet anyway? I was shocked. This was the first time anyone had ever actually questioned why we do this. Well, isn't it obvious? We need to expand the Chiptonian Empire! Why? Again, I wasn't sure how to answer that, because at that point I realized, why do we need other planets? Our planet was large enough. I mean, our planet was like twice the size of Earth, so why did we need more? And we weren't even overpopulated or anything. Kid, you have amazing powers from what you said, and yet you use them for bad purposes. When I feel like if you applied your powers to do some good, you could really make a difference in the world. I hadn't thought of that before. My whole life I was raised thinking that we Chiptonians are worthy of every planet and they must all bow before us, but the thought of using my powers for good had never crossed my mind. You mean I can use my powers to, help people and not destroy their homes? Yes, you could, if you weren't so destructive all the time, and if you give up this whole conquer everything you see mindset. I could. Maybe I could be a hero. Like, a well-respected hero. However, I had forgotten about the tracking beacon that we all have on our ship to make sure that the Chiptonian Empire can find us. So I had to take care of that pretty quickly. From that day forward, my training begun to harness my powers and make sure they were better than ever. I trained my laser vision. Okay. Ready? Aim. Fire! Zoop. 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 Ah! My arm! Mr. Lusenberg, are you okay? Oh, I'm fine. It's just a little bird. I'm sure it'll wear off after a while. We tested my durability. All right, here we go. We did all sorts of tests like that, and each one helped me harness my powers more and more on my path to become a true hero. 3 years later, that is when I decided I needed to take my exit and spread my heroism all over the globe. Well, Zark, I think you are ready. I am so excited, Dad. Thanks for the cape. And look, I even changed the emblem of my logo. Now it's L for Lusenberg. Very nice, son. Very nice. Yeah, thank you. And I thought of a great name for myself. I'll be Ultraman. Oh, sorry, but that name's already taken. Okay, then, how about, Mega Man? That's taken. Okay, how about, I'll think of a name later then, okay. Alright, son, goodbye. Remember everything I taught you. And remember, son, use your powers only for good. I will, Dad. Love ya. I ended up flying to this one city in New Jersey. It has a stomping ground. I don't know why, but that's just where I decided to go. And that's when I met him. Hey, you! Who do you think you are? I am, Adjective Man, and I am here to save the city. Oh, you really think you could clean up all the crime in this city in just a weekend, boy? You really think you could do that, huh? Well, guess what? This is my turf. Ever since my parents were brutally murdered here, I have been dedicating my life to clean up the city of all the filth. Dear, are you telling everyone we're dead again? Shut up, Mom. You're dead. Okay. See you at 7. Ugh. Anyway, as I was saying, this is my turf, boy. You don't want to mess with the cave dweller. That's a pretty funny name. You making fun of me, boy? No. I mean, it's a wonderful name, but Wait, so you're also a hero? What are your powers? Don't got any powers. I'm just very smart, and I make gadgets. You hear? That sounds wonderful. Maybe if we work together, we can combine your brain with my brawn, and we could do some really good stuff. You really think I'm gonna listen to you, out-of-towner? You really think you can just come in here and be like, hey, you want to join a team? Well, guess what? I work alone. So I'm that kid that you forced to wear weird outfits is here and says that it's time for his training. That's unrelated. Fine, I'll join you. What should we call ourselves? How about the League who provide protection to those who need it? That's a terrible name, but it's the best we got. And so, for a while, it was just me and Cave Dweller. We were quite the duo. We cleaned up most of the city in the meantime. But as we reached adulthood, we realized we should probably reach out to those others who had powers, and maybe they could join our ranks. So, we set out want ads, looking for members who could potentially help us, or join us something, I don't know. Alright, state your name and powers, and maybe we'll consider you. Greetings, land creatures. I am Ocean Man, king of the seas. Every being in the ocean bows before me. Fine, I guess. I guess we could find some use out of you. Thank you, it is an honor. I am Zippity Zappity. I am super fast, and I can shoot bolts of lightning out of my hand. Sweet, we could use a speedster. Yeah, maybe you could do like errands for us. He's joking. He better be. I am the Venusian Person Slayer. You look like a spider. Ugh, I am not a spider. I can shoot flames from my mouth, and I can morph my entire body at will. So you don't shoot webs? I am not a spider! Hi, my name is Gray Flashlight. I have a band on my arm. I can make stuff with it as long as I'm feeling apathetic. Why not? I am Green Needle. I have a suit full of incredibly sharp needles that I can aim with deadly accuracy. Cactus. Nice. Let's see, according to your file, you're a Bi-Org. What does that mean? Hello? Hello? Oh, right. It says here you can't talk either. Whatever, you're in. But what is a Bi-Org? Maybe it's like a cyborg, but bio-organic. That's the same thing. Well, it's legally distinct enough, isn't it? Let's see, according to this, you're half Amazon, half Jotun, and you could morph your body into weapons? Okay, you're definitely in. And so, the League to be named later was born. I don't even think we got around to actually naming it. We stopped crime all over the world, and sometimes outside of it too. It was great for a while. But then, that day happened. Ha 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 ha. Now that I have the power of the universe, Mitten, everything on Earth will bow down to me? Hey, who took my gems? Sorry, you're evil. You don't get to have these. You ungrateful brat, I am trying to fix humanity, and with this mitten, I would have been able to... Ah! My arm! Sea serpent. Nice. Bleeding! Not so fast, Blue Man. You may have the... Hey, wait a minute. Where does Jebs go? And who the heck are you guys? We are the League to be named later. Whoa, I get it. You think you could just take down our bad guys without even asking our permission? Who cares about permission? He was an evil guy. He was out here. He was doing bad stuff. We stopped him. You should be grateful we did our work for you. Grateful? You took our thunder. Yeah, he was our bad guy. We defeat him, he gets knocked out for a bit, and then he goes and hunt down the gem again, but this time, you knocked off his arm. That is way too far. Yeah, we usually just beat him up for a while, take his glove away, and then we banish him somewhere. That sounds like a horrible way to deal with that guy. Oh, and you think you know better? Looks like he bled to death. Oh, that's great. Who are we gonna have massive team-ups against now? This means war. Oh, like I'm gonna be afraid of a guy wearing a soup can. Oh yeah? You wanna go? No we don't, we're leaving. Goodbye. That was basically the end of my relations with those guys. Because ever since that day happened, they only cared about dealing with things if they could usurp those other heroes. Guys, I just found out that Tex Toothless has released a giant oil bot in California. We gotta go stop him. Are the other guys gonna be there? You ask that every time! Well, are they? I don't think so. Well, then we're not going. What? Yeah, you heard us. Why should we go? Because we're superheroes. We're supposed to deal with stuff like this. Yeah, but what's the point if those other heroes are just gonna usurp us every time? We gotta prove we're better than them. Don't you understand? Why do we need to prove we're better than them? Why can't we work together? Because I found out that they have guys who have similar powers to us. They're just blatantly ripping us off. And we need to prove to them that we are the superior heroes. You know what? This is the last straw. I think you guys have done it. I'm out of here. Wait. You can't leave. You're our strongest member. Without you, we'll never be able to surpass them. No, come back. Ugh. That's it. We need to find a way to get him back. It may take like a few decades, but we'll get him. Yeah, so I left. They were getting way too competitive for me. So I flew halfway across the country. I ended up getting a job at a newspaper plant. I met a beautiful woman, too. And we quickly became a couple. I never told anyone of my past life, except for her. She was the only one there I told about my past life, and she's good at keeping secrets. But every once in a while, something would happen that would attack her. And it was blatantly obvious where it was coming from. The way those guys are behaving was worse than any supervillain I've ever dealt with. Because they were born out of pettiness. And that is a suit that looks bad on everyone. That's envy that looks ugly on everyone. Okay, fine. Envy or whatever. But I don't care. Anyway. And that's basically where my story ended. Until, well, the bomb incident. But we already know that. I hope you guys enjoyed my tale. I enjoyed telling it, so I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it. And I will see you guys another time. And I'll see you guys next time when I talk about Mr. G's brother, who's a real doll. Goodbye.